Yes, good morning children. So, today we are going to discuss about the world during the World Wars. So, this lesson is the part 2 of the social studies. So, the world during the World Wars. So, in this lesson we are going to discuss about the world between the World Wars. What are the causes and the consequences of the World Wars? Again, the formation of the great institutions like the United Nations, the organizations. So, let us look into the. So, let us discuss about the 20th century. 20th century. So, a person named Eric Hobsbawm he was a historian. The person who studies about the history, we can call him as what? Historian. So, he said 20th century, or he believed the 20th century as the age of extremes. The age of extremes. So, in the 20th century, the things happened was extreme more. So, what he said, what is the person name? Eric Hobsbawm. You have to remember. He was a historian. He said the 20th century as what? Age of extreme. So, let us look into the facts of the 20th century. On one hand, Nazism, fascism were going on. So, the Nazism and fascism were growing on. Nothing but their power was unquestioned. Their power was what? Unquestioned. So, the common people doesn't have any right to question them. So, their power was unquestioned. The people living under their control doesn't have any political rights or civil rights. So, their power was unquestioned and they hated the people. They hated the people. So, on one hand, the Nazism and the fascism. The founder of the Nazism already you know, Hitler, and the founder of the fascism is Mussolini. So, the ideas of the Nazism and the fascism were growing. Their power was unquestioned. So, they started hating the people. So, this is on the one hand. On the other side, the need of democracy is also growing. So, here the people were totally under the control of their power. So, the people seeking for the need of democracy. Yes, need of democracy. So, generally why the people were, so many countries were looking for the need of the democracy. They can enjoy their every rights. So, they are looking for the need of democracy. Next thing, average life expectancy. So, average life expectancy was increasing. Next thing, so let us look into the what do you mean by the life expectancy? Nothing but the increasing in the lifespan. Why? Because so many developments were taken in the field of science. Developments were taken. So, as the availability of the more medicines, so the lifespan of the people is increasing in the early of the 20th century. Next thing, increase in literacy level. Yes, increase in literacy levels. Nothing but more people were ready for the access of education or access to education. So at that time, the increase in the literacy level. What is the meaning of increase in the literacy level? Every people is ready to access the education. Next thing, new art forms. New art forms like movies, known to the more number of people, and development in science is development in science, the form of life and atom, Nearly 100 countries achieved independence. So first we have seen that on the one hand, if you see, the ideology of the Nazism and Fascism were growing, is their unquestioned power started getting the people under their control. On the other side, the people were looking for the need of the democracy, where they can achieve their every right, they can live there happily. And the second thing, the average life expectancy was also increasing because of the increase in the field of science development is taken. So increase in the literacy levels, new art forms like movies were known to the more number of people, development in the science, life and the atom. Nearly 100 countries achieved what? Independence. So this is about the facts in the 20th century. Now let us see at the beginning of 20th century. At the beginning of 20th century. So now the world has divided into the developed countries. Developed countries and developing countries. So let us look into what are the developed countries. Developed countries means already they have developed in their areas. So for example, Great Britain, France, Russia, USA. So all these were what? Developed countries. What are the developing countries? Newly emergent countries or the newly formed countries, we can call them as what? Developing countries. So for example, Germany, Italy, Austria, Hungary. So these are what the developing countries. Now already developed countries have started their expansion of colonies. They have increased their colonies all over the world. When the developed countries asked the developed countries to expand their colonies, so the developed countries did not accept the proposal of the developing countries. So now these two, developed countries and developed countries, had split and they have formed as the enemies. So due to this reason, the World War I was started. Due to this reason, the World War I was started. Yes, developed countries also want to still, already they are developed, they are having the more colonies under their control, still that, but they want to rule all over the areas in the world. In the same way, the developed countries also want to increase their colonies or they want to expand their areas across the world. Due to this reason, they became the enemies and they split into the two blocks. So this may cause the reason for the World War I. So World War One started from west to east. From west to east. So the World War was started in the year 1914. In the year 1914. So the war started from the west to east. For example, from the West Britain and from the this is the west, and here east you can take the China, Italy. So the World War One was started in the year 1914 from the west to east. So started from the west if you take the Britain, and if you go to the east it is the China and the Italy. So let us look into the causes of the World War One. What are the causes and consequences which made the world to experience the World War One in the year 1914? So this is very important question in the exam point of view. They may ask to write about the causes of the World War One. Causes of World War One. So let us look into the causes of the World War point of view. This is the very important questions in the public examination SSC. So the causes of World War One. First one is what? Aggressive nationalism. Yes, aggressive nationalism. Yes, second one imperialism. Yes, third one secret alliance. Yes, fourth one militarism. Is fifth one Balkan politics. And last one is what? Immediate cause. So these were the causes of the World War One. Aggressive nationalism, imperialism, secret alliance, militarism, Balkan politics, and the last one is immediate cause. In 2 marks also they may ask to write about the causes of the World War One. So you have to remember it carefully. Let us look into the one by one. Aggressive nationalism. So first one is what? Aggressive nationalism. So, generally, you know the meaning of the nationalism. What is the meaning of the nationalism? Love towards our country or respect to our country. We can say nationalism. So, this nationalism in your textbook, they have given nationalism is a positive impulse. So, nationalism means what? Positive impulse. Yes or no? Love towards country, respect to our country means our ideas are very positive to our nation. So we can say this nationalism means positive impulse. So what about the aggressive nationalism? What about the aggressive nationalism? So the aggressive nationalism means love towards their country, hating the neighboring countries, Let us write. What is the aggressive nationalism? Love towards their country, hatred neighboring countries. So, love, showing love towards their country is what? Nationalism. But on the other side, they have increased their hatred towards their neighboring countries. We can call it as what? Aggressive nationalism. So, the newly formed states in Europe want to increase their pride. So, what is the meaning of the pride? Making their country is more powerful, or showing love towards their country by achieving the great things. We can say it as what? Pride. So, the newly formed states in Europe want to increase their pride towards their country, started hating the neighboring countries. So, this is called what? The aggressive nationalism. So, this aggressive nationalism is not constructive way. Nationalism means love towards our country is not in constructive way. Why? Because our ideology is very positive. But the aggressive nationalism is what? Love towards their country, hating the neighboring countries means we have started the destruction. So the destruction were created. In 1923. Why? Because the destruction has started in many countries due to the ideology of what? Aggressive nationalism. In order to show their country more powerful than the other countries, they have started destructing the other countries. So, in the destruction was created in the year 1923. What? Aggressive nationalism. Imperialism. Next is the imperialism. So, let us look into the meaning of the imperialism. Any country establishing their political power in other country called as what? Imperialism. So, any country establishing their political power, or they want to expand their colonies or started their colonies in the other countries, we can call it as what? Imperialism. For example, India is a imperial country. Of Britain. So, already you know, for so many years, our India were under the control of the British people. After so many sacrifices of the great leaders, today we are living in the great independent country called as what? India. So, India is what? India became what? Imperial country of the Britain. So, Britain established their political power. They have started their colonies expansion in our India. So, you have to remember this example. What do you mean by the imperialism? So, why they have started expanding their political power? In order to expand their colonies, and already developed countries have the more number of the industries, they require the raw materials. Developed countries require what? Raw materials to run their industries. So, to get the more raw materials from the other countries, they have started entering into the newly developed countries also. The developed countries, in order to acquire the more raw materials, they have entered into the newly developed countries. developed countries. So they are developed, but they are very newly developed. So already we have discussed about the newly developing countries like Germany, Austria-Hungary, Italy. So here developed nations we can say the Britain, Russia, France and USA. So when Britain, Russia, France, USA, all the developed countries were having so many industries. So in order to make their industries successful, they required what? Raw materials. So they have started entering into the newly developed countries like Germany, Austria, Hungary and Italy. So Germany made one proposal. Germany made one proposal to the developed countries like Britain, Russia, France and the USA. So Germany asked the developed nations, already you are developed and you are having so many colonies under your control. Let us redivide the colonies. So why? Because the developed countries have more number of colonies. Germany and Austria, Hungary, Italy, they are having the only few number of colonies under their control. So you are having the very more number of colonies. We are having the less number of colonies. Let us redivide the colonies and let us increase our raw materials. We can also develop the industries in our area. So, but the proposal was rejected by the developed countries. So, what the Germany asked? So, Germany asked to redivide. So, redivide colonies. So, this proposal was made by the Germany, that is redivide the colonies, but the proposal was not agreed by the developed nations. So, due to this reason, the World War I started. This is also one of the cause of the World War I. So, next cause of World War I is secret alliance. Secret alliance. So, let us look into what is the meaning of the alliance. Alliance means a union or association, joined together So, alliance means a union or association joined together for mutual understanding, or making friendship also. So, alliance means a union or association joined together for mutual understanding or making friendship between two states. So, you got the meaning about the alliance. Means a union or an association between the two states for mutual understanding or the friendship. So, what about the secret alliance? Nothing but already we are saying alliance means mutual understanding or a friendship between the two states. But they have started making friendship with the other countries secretly. So, they have the two nations or the two states have joined together to make the friendship secretly. We are calling it as what? Secret alliance. So, Bismarck, a German chancellor, German Chancellor. So, who was the Bismarck? Bismarck, a German Chancellor, want to isolate. So, let the France. Bismarck, a German Chancellor, want to isolate the France. Nothing but he want to make the France as a single. The France doesn't have any support from the other countries. So, for this reason, Germany started secret alliance with Austria. In which year? 1879. So, in order to isolate the France, Germany started secret alliance with Austria in the year 1879. Again, Germany started secret alliance with Italy and Austria in the year 1882. So, now Germany made the secret alliance. Why they have made the secret alliance? In order to increase their strength, in order to increase their power, to control the other powerful nation. So, they have started the secret alliance with the Austria and the later Italy. So, now Germany made the secret alliance with Austria and Italy. We call this as what? Triple alliance. Yes, triple alliance. So, three countries were joined together, formed as what? Alliance. So, we are calling it as what? Triple alliance. What are the countries? You have to, in one mark question also, they may ask what are the countries come under the triple alliance. So, Germany, Austria, Italy formed as what? Triple alliance. So, in counter to this or in against to this action, France also started making alliance with the other countries. So, Germany want to isolate the France. Germany started alliances with the Austria and the Italy. So, in counter to this or in order to against this action, France also made secret alliance. France made secret alliance with Russia. So, in the year 1891. So, France made secret alliance with Russia in the year 1881. So, France made secret alliance with Russia in the year 1891. Next thing, again France made secret alliance with Russia. France made secret alliance with Russia in the, already Russia completed. France made secret alliance with Britain. In the year 1904. So, France plus Russia plus Britain formed as what? Triple Entente. Yes, Triple Entente. Which year? In the year 1907. So, triple alliance we have seen in the last topic. So, here also again three countries joined together. We are calling it as what? Triple Entente in the year 1907. What are the countries? France, Russia plus Britain. So, these are the countries made the secret alliance. So, already France, Russia, Britain were the developed nations. Britain were the developed nations. They have formed the alliance, but in the other side, it created some jealous and suspicious among themselves. So, in order to overcome that jealous and suspicious, they have started the armed peace. They have started the armed peace in Europe. So secretly they have joined and they have started doing the friendship. But on the other side, some suspicious and the jealous among their countries which were joined together. So due to this, they have started the armed peace in the Europe. So the next thing is the next causes of World War I. Militarism. So, militarism is one of the causes of the World War I. Generally, any country requires the help of the military or the army in order to get the security or protection from the other countries. Every nation will have their own military power. For what? For security. So, in order to make their country secure from the other countries, they want to increase their military power. So, the 6 powerful nations started spending their more amount of money on increasing their military power. So how many countries? Nearly 6 powerful countries. 6 powerful countries. For example, is Germany, Britain, Austria, Italy, France. So, Germany, Britain, Austria, Italy, France, and last one is what? Russia. So, Russia. These are the 6 powerful countries started increasing or spending their more amount of money in order to increase their military power. Nearly they have spent, this is pound symbol, 132 million pounds to 397 million pounds. 397 million pounds. So they have spent how many pounds? 132 million pounds to the 397 million pounds. So they have these 6 powerful countries spent the more amount of money on increasing their military power. So 132 million pounds to the 397 million pounds in the year 1882 to 1914. 1880 to 1914. Between these years, they have spent their more amount in increasing their military power. How they have spent? Let us see. So they started increasing their massive military army. Massive military army is constructing the industries, producing weapons, Again, they made the people to support the wars. said that war is a solution. War is a solution. So they have created the ideology that the war is a solution in the common people. So they have started constructing the massive military, forming, constructing the industries, producing the large number of weapons. Yes, they made the people to support the wars, and they said that war is a solution. War is a solution. So this is about the militarism. The next thing or the next cause of the World War I is Balkan politics. Balkan politics. So, what do you mean by the Balkan politics? Balkan is a peninsula. Balkan is a peninsula located in Southeast Europe. Near to Greece. Near to the Greece. So many sects, language people, so many sects and the language speaking people were living in the Balkan Peninsula. They were under the control of Ottoman Empire. Turkey. So Balkan is a peninsula. If you see where it is located in the southeast of Europe. Again, if you want to say nearer to the Greece, so many sects and the language people speaking were living in the Balkan Peninsula. It were under the control of the Ottoman Empire, Turkey. So already we have said, so many sects people were living in the Balkan Peninsula. So many different language people speaking living in the peninsula. So there were some misunderstandings among them. They created some disturbance in the Balkan Peninsula. So after the fall of the Ottoman Empire, Turkey. So after the fall of the Turkey, Russia, Germany, and again Turkey also want to rule the Balkan Peninsula. So already the Turkey was the fallen country. So they have lost their empire. But again they want to conquer this Balkan Peninsula. So after the fall of Turkey, the Russia, Germany and Turkey again started to control the Balkan Peninsula or to rule the Balkan Peninsula. The states which are located in the Balkan Peninsula are very small kingdoms. They are not the large kingdoms, but they are very small kingdoms. Let us look the small states which are located in the Balkan Peninsula. Austria, Bosnia, Serbia, Bulgaria, so Croatia. These are some small states which were located in the Balkan Peninsula. So this Austria want to suppress the Serbian rebels in Bosnia. So the Austria want to suppress the Serbian rebels, means they are started fighting or against the Austria. So Austria want to suppress the Serbian rebels in the Bosnia. So this is about the Balkan politics. Immediate cause. The last one is what? Immediate cause. When on 20th June 1914, yes, on 20th June 1914, a Bosnian Serb assassinated, yes, assassinated. The meaning of assassinated is political murder, okay, political murder of Crown Prince. What is his name? Archduke Franz Ferdinand. Yes, on 20th June 1914, a Bosnian Serb assassinated political murder of Crown Prince Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary. Austria-Hungary. So now Bosnian Serb assassinated the Archduke Franz Ferdinand. Now the Austria asked the reply. Austria asked reply from Serbia. Yes, they gave 48 hours time to reply. Again, they have extended their time nearly 1 month. So, after 1 month, Serbia replied the Austria. Serbia replied the Austria on assassination of Crown Prince Archduke Franz Ferdinand. But the reply was not satisfied. The reply was not satisfied. The reply was not satisfied. Not satisfied. Here, who gave reply? The Serbia gave reply to the Austria. The reply was not satisfied. Exactly, they have given the reply after the 1 month, that is on 28 July 1940. Yes, 28 July 1940. So, this started the World War I. So, the countries supporting the Austria, we are calling them as what? Central powers. The countries which supported the Serbia, we are calling them as what? Allied powers. So, now the World War I was started. This is the immediate cause. The reason for the cause of the World War I is what? What is the immediate cause? When the Serb assassinated the Archduke Franz Ferdinand, the reply which was got by the Serbia was not satisfied the Austria. So this created a war between the central powers and the allied powers. The powers which are supporting the Austria, we are calling it as what? Central powers. The nations which are supporting the Serbia, we are calling it as what? Allied powers. Let us look into that. Now the war between the central powers, allied powers. So, what are called central powers? The countries which support the Austria. Austria got support from Austria, got support from Germany, yes, Italy, Germany, Italy, Japan, Turkey. So, with the support of the Germany, Italy, Japan and the Turkey, the Austria is entered into the World War I. So, the Allied powers, though the Serbia got helping hands from Britain, Russia, France and USA. France and USA. So you have to remember central powers are what? Austria, Germany, Italy, Japan and the Turkey. Here you can write also Hungary. So Austria, Hungary got support from the Germany, Italy, Japan and the Turkey. The Allied powers were Serbia got the helping hands from the Britain, Russia, France and the USA. So during the World War I, the Russia withdrawn from the Allied powers in the year 1917. So Russia withdrawn from the World War I in which year? In the year 1917 due to the internal disturbances. It joined with the Germany. So after withdrawing the Russia and joined the Germany, USA joined in the year 1917. Why the USA has joined in the year 1917 in the Allied powers in the World War I? So there is one reason. Lusitania, a passenger ship. Lusitania, a passenger commercial ship was sunk by the Germany. So this ship belongs to the Great Britain. When the Lusitania ship, a passenger and the commercial ship, was sunk by the Germany. So in order to take the revenge, so the USA joined the Allied powers. So at last the World War was ended. The victorious countries, Britain, France has defeated the Germany and its allied countries. Who had got the victory? The Britain, the France and the USA defeated the Germany and its countries. So this is about the World War I. How the World War I started? What are the reasons and the causes of the World War I?